Welcome to week 10. We're entering the second half of the course, focusing on the physical environment. This week is facility design and construction. Facility design isn't about aesthetics, though that matters too. It's about creating spaces that support your program objectives, ensure member safety, and allow efficient operations. So our textbook in chapters 8 and 9 provide comprehensive guidance on the following type of things. Standards for health and fitness facility design and construction. So there's all the standards there. I didn't do screen copies of all that. You can see that in your book. Guidelines for health and fitness facility design and construction. Standards for signage and health fitness facilities. We also provide space requirements and allocations, which we're going to talk about a little bit. Traffic flow and accessibility. How easy is it to get around your facility? Which are HVAC or air conditioning and heating, and environmental controls, standards for lighting, acoustics, and aesthetics, and safety features and emergency access. We also have to decide if we're going to make renovations or make new constructions when we're looking at a building. Do we work within existing constraints? Maybe it's more cost effective to demolish a building and build a new one or move somewhere else. Challenges with structural limitations and code compliances for changes. So for new construction, design your specifications. We're going to have higher initial costs, longer timeline, and we have to make sure that all the codes are meet the current and most modern code compliances. Some space allocation standards. So with our cardiovascular equipment, we want to make sure that we have 40 to 50 square foot per unit. So that would be your treadmills, stair steppers, cycling equipment, all those type of things. 40 to 50 square feet per unit. Strength equipment, again, we have 50 to 75 square feet per unit. So every type of equipment that you have there. Then on our free weight areas, we have 50 to 100 square foot per station. Our group exercise studio, we have 50 to 60 square feet per participant. Walking, running tracks, minimum 11 to 13 laps per mile. Okay, so square feet. How do you calculate square feet? So 40 square feet is either 4 feet by 10 feet. That's one way to do it. So each person should have 4 feet width and 10 feet depth around them, or some close variance to that to get 40 to 50 square feet, or it can be 5 feet by 10 feet for 50 feet. Simple math there. Critical decision considerations. We need to look at flow and access. What's our flow when members walk in? When we do our entry and our check-ins, is there enough room for everybody? If there's a bunch of people coming in at the same time. Equipment zones and transitions. Is there enough room for everybody to move around? Are the emergency exit routes clearly shown? And so can people get out quickly? Our ADA accessibility throughout the building. We got enough space for people who need access with mobility, with wheelchairs and other types of things like that. Other thing we need to take in consideration is our temperatures, our environmental controls. We don't want it too hot or cold in the building, so typically between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Our humidity levels are typically 40 to 60%. We want our air to flow around every 8 to 12 hours minimum. Sound levels, we want it to be too loud, so we want to keep it no louder than 85 decibels. And we want to have great lighting. So this is the standard 30 to 50 foot candles for general areas and 50 to 75 for specific activity zones. These are all standards that ACSM provides us. Safety features. Built-in safety must include the following: adequate spaces between equipment, because we don't want people to get hurt. Impact absorbing flooring in the wet areas. Non-slip surfaces in wet areas. Proper electrical capacity and outlets. Emergency lighting and exits. Fire suppression systems, and security system and monitoring. Yep. I was going to say one other thing with that. You want to have consider specific needs for assessment and testing rooms, private training spaces, locker rooms and showers, storage and maintenance areas, staff offices and break rooms, and multi-purpose and program rooms. You also want to design with growth in mind. Build for projects 5 to 10 years. When you're thinking 5 to 10 years from now, allow for equipment or additions, because maybe there's something new coming down the road. So make sure you have space for that stuff. Plan for utility capacities with a buffer. Design expandable spaces. Consider changing technologies and trends, because things always are changing. Modern facilities should incorporate energy efficient systems, water conservation, use sustainable materials, natural lighting where possible, green cleaning protocols. When we're designing a facility, it involves the following. We do a needs assessment and programming. We would work with individuals that help you do this when we're designing a brand new facility or updating a facility. What's our conceptual design? We have schematic design. We have a design development, construction documents, and building and contractor selection, construction administration. You'd work with the following individuals to do this: architects, engineers, these are structural, mechanical, and electrical engineers, code compliance specialists, equipment consultants, contractors, and interior designers. I've done some of this stuff, and it's kind of fun. I found it fascinating to do all of these things. And so in this week's assignment, you're actually going to develop, you can use AI to design a facility. You're going to look at space allocations and layout, equipment placement strategies, safety and accessibility features, environmental control specifications, and future expansion consideration. So your good design supports everything else you do. You design well from the start. So you're going to be doing that this week. You'll have a Chapter 6 practice quiz, and then you'll read Chapter 9, Encourage and Calling, and we'll have our discussion reflection this week. As always, if you have questions, please ask.